Hey, hey, hey. All right, so right off the bat, I love how clean your website is. Like, this is beautiful. Though I am going to say the fact that you start with these black and whites and this is green, I really wanted this to be black. I'm gonna keep scrolling. I don't know, maybe green. There's more accents in here somewhere, but I feel like green is not polished and high end. And I know you said you want to get more into the high end segment. So I honestly would probably switch all of that to black and keep it very strict black and white clean. I love your name. I love this font. This is beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I am going to keep scrolling here. As a client, I would be scrolling down for special occasions and everything in between. So that right off the bat leads me to believe that you do weddings and birthdays. Is that what you do? I have your message here. Museums, events, content, families, individuals, occasionally weddings and families. Okay, so special occasions totally makes me think of weddings. So you might have to reword that. If your focus is not weddings, if your focus is those cultural institutions and headshots and branding, and I mean even tapping down into families, special occasions right off the bat does not match what you're offering or what you want to offer. You also don't tell me where you're located. I have no idea where you are. You're in New York. Okay, cool. I need to know that. Not here at the bottom. I need to know that up here at the top. And let's see, you're definitely gonna have to figure out your tagline here. Okay, it says helping you slow down time by capturing your most precious memories. Excuse me. So all photographers do that. At least I hope we all capture precious memories. I would remove capturing from your vocabulary as a high-end photographer. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but we're not capturing. Capturing is literally what the $50 photographer uses on their website. I'm going to capture your family, capturing moments, capturing memories. That's not you. You're not capturing, okay? You're documenting. I love this. Document your life just as it is, unscripted, unstaged, and unpretentiously beautiful. I really, really love that whole statement. You could actually change this to documenting your life and everything in between. See? Documenting your life and everything in between. Or, documenting the in between. So you can actually talk about like the in-between moments is what you're doing right here. Your life just as it is, unscripted, unstaged, and unpretentiously beautiful. This is you just as you are. Are you ready to tell your story? I don't know that I'd say by asking clients to tell me their story so that I can tell theirs. It sounds odd when you read it, and it looks odd as well. But honestly, I think you could get rid of I. Don't start sentences with I if you don't have to. Make it about them. You. Always you statements. So you could say, to switch the top line and say, document your life just as it is, unscripted, unstaged, and unpretentiously beautiful. This is you, just as you are. Are you ready to tell your story? And you could say, let's go. Right? Let's go. And then that takes you into what I hope is your services page, but let's see what you got. I capture moments. Nope. We're going to reword that. Together we will create your forever keepsakes. I don't even know what that is. What's a forever keepsake? Are those my digital photos? Because I just want digital photos, right? See, we need to be a little bit more clear. Okay, so families, treasured moments that unveil emotion and connection, moments that reveal who you are at that point in time. Together we will create your forever keepsakes. Again, okay, so you've repeated the same thing twice. So we definitely don't need that. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. If you're trying to pop into a higher realm in New York City, 300 is way too low. You're literally competing with the $50 photographers at that point. So you definitely, if you want to talk about pricing, you pop back over into Profitable and we can talk about pricing. But 300, if that's just a session fee, then make that very clear. But I feel like in New York, that could just be your session fee, like nothing included. Like session fees starting from 300. And because they're starting from the same point, you don't have to divide them up. There's literally no reason to make those different. In weddings and celebrations, I really hope they're not starting from 300. You might really just totally need to revamp this page. Events and headshots, what to expect, how the process works. Products, oof, you've got Lorem Ipsum here. You've got to take that out. If you talk about your products. And okay, so I think you told me your website's not totally done, right? Yeah, so I'm thinking there's a reason that you're not getting clients through your website. You've got a lot of work to do here, especially on this page. Everything is starting from 300, which obviously it's not. And then you have this. So this looks like, right now, this looks like a website that you just threw together. Like we went from your home page that's like really clean to this page that has potential, but you've got some repeating words. It's kind of reads like a menu at a restaurant, and all the prices are exactly the same. So we need to fix this page. All right, so my recommendations here is that you start from this point right here. Your services page, what to expect. You could even call this page what to expect. Or, I mean, it could stay services. I think services actually is okay. Or experience, you could call it experience. That's another really good word. But this is what you want to do with it right here. What to expect, how it works. Tell me about it. Obviously, you go through the same steps with every single client, no matter what genre they're working with. Family, headshots, newborn, weddings. All of it starts the same way, right? You start with a contact. You start by talking about what they want. You brainstorm together. You make those decisions. You get comfortable with each other on the phone, right? All of those things are exactly the same. Exactly the same. No matter what type of session your client is getting. So you can have a page that talks about the experience of working with you. Don't delve into the different types of sessions. Just talk about what it's like to work with you. Talk about that the documented, worry-free emotion. Make a connection. Talk about those things. You want to make a connection with people on your website. Don't wait for them to reach out. Because if you don't make the emotional connection via the words on your website, they're not going to reach out for the real connection. So this is your calling card. You've got to get people in here and like reading what you're writing. And if it's just events starting from 300, headshots starting from 300, they're not even going to get to this point. So I would get rid of all of these little blips. And where do these, all of them just go to your contact page? Oh, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so you need to have an experience page that's not broken down into a menu. Menus are for McDonald's, not for steakhouses. Okay? High-end steakhouse, you're going to walk in and they're going to go, this is what is on the menu tonight. Right? Here, this is the steak we are serving. These are the sides that come with it. I will bring you out what you want to drink. Right? We're high-end here. We're not a menu. We're not McDonald's. So don't give me McDonald's, especially when all the buttons go to the same exact page. All that does is confuse people. So you need a page talking about information. I love this font. I love what's happening with the fonts. So keep that. I love that. So you're going to want to make some paragraphs. You're going to talk about what you do. Give me more of that on the homepage. Give me more of this. Unscripted, unstaged. Tell me about all of that on your informational page. Then from your informational page, we can go to your portfolio. Oh, wait, about. This is about you. Okay, that is totally fine. We can do about you. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, portfolio. Ooh, we are like weirdly off-centered here. Families, weddings, celebrations, headshots, and a review. I like that. Okay, so if I click on families, I would change the book now button to say contact me or reach out. Oh, your work is lovely. I feel like we don't see enough of the emotion on your homepage. I know these are like creative headshots, but honestly, I'd rather see something like this, but bigger. Like even maybe just like one big, and like I love this, them running and jumping. That's so fun. Or him spinning her. I mean, to see that just like really big right on the front page, or even something like these two. I love this. There's like lots of emotion and fun, and these are fun. This is so stinking cute. So it's really going to depend on what you want to push through as your main niche. And it's fine to have multiple, but whatever people come onto your website and see right off the bat, they're going to assume that that is what you do. So when people come on your website and the first thing they see is this makes me think fine art headshots, which is what they are. They're fine art portraits or fine art headshots. And that's fine, but you're talking about documenting life, unscripted, unstaged, and these are totally staged. They're posed. Even casually posed, they're still posed. So you have a disjointed thing here between your photos and what you're telling me that you do. So you're gonna have to fix the disjointedness there. Okay, so your goal here is to get people from your homepage to your contact page. I mean, think of it sort of as like a choose your own adventure, but you're controlling the adventure. So from your homepage, you want to get them to your experience page, right? Your service, your experience, whatever, where you talk about what you do. Then from there, we can get them over to the portfolio, which is fine that you have 3 different portfolios. They can go from there, click on what they want. Again, with the create your forever keepsakes. Okay, so Google does not like the same words on every page. If you just put the same exact words on every page, it's just going to look like spam and you're not going to rank. You have to have unique words on every page. And it doesn't have to be a lot, but you do need like a nice little paragraph of family and what you do and how that all works. Talk about your why. Talk about the why. Why do they want family photos? Why do they want unposed family photos? Tell me about that. Like that's what you need to be talking about to people on here. And you're kind of there, unveil emotion and connection. Okay, but like why do I want that? Tell me why I want that. And then contact me. And then it pops over to your contact page, which I really like this. I love font, family, documentary, photography, New York, New York, good information. Make an inquiry below, but you're forcing them to click again. You just need the form right here. Yeah, don't have it be a pop-up. That is a completely unnecessary thing. This form needs to be embedded straight into the page. Don't force them to click again because they already clicked to contact you. They clicked here. Reach out, contact me. Okay. And now I have to click again. That is a totally erroneous click. You don't need that at all. So I would completely get rid of that and I would embed the form. Also, this is also your last point of contact. Typically, you need to put like a hero photo here. Like either a photo of you behind the scenes or like one of your best photos that you have, like of your work. I wouldn't put a photo by someone else here. This can go on your about page, on About You. Like this needs to be one of your photos. And then on your about page, that's beautiful. You have great hair. Man, I wish my hair was that thick. So I'm a lifestyle and documentary photographer. I love this. Capturing human connections. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. This is wonderful. I actually wish your whole website had this sort of like vibe. It's almost there. It almost does. Again, I would change the, yeah, so your green is weird. I would honestly just make it all black. Like there's no reason really for the green. I would keep it all black and white. Simple, crisp, clean. All right, so let's go through and do some recapping here. So from your home page, we need a new hero image that actually shows the documentary stuff that you do, capturing that emotion. We're going to swap out this tagline because you're not special occasions. And we're going to get rid of capturing and figure out something else here. But we also need to know where you're located within this space somewhere. I need to know where you're located without having to scroll all the way to the bottom. Then from here, we're going to go to learn more or the experience or what I offer or tell your story. Oh my God, the button could totally just say tell your story and, or learn more. It could say learn more. Let's do learn more. And that's going to go over to this experience page where you're not going to have a menu. You're going to have this, what to expect, how the process works, everything about working with you. And then from this point, you're going to have a contact and a link to your portfolio, which will come over here, which will be these. And then from this point, I would say, let's tell your story. Let's tell your story. Or learn more or contact me. I wouldn't say book now. Mostly because once you get to your contact page, you say we don't have to commit to each other right away, but you're asking them to book now on every other page. So you need to fix that. That is a total mix up in communication there. Okay, so, and then as far as your menu goes up here, we're going to rearrange it a little bit because people don't care about you yet. So when about is like this close to the front, they're going to think it's about the services that you offer, not necessarily about you. So we're going to go home, the experience, services, whatever you want to call it, portfolio, then your about page, then your contact. See where I'm going with this? So again, I love the fonts. I love the branding. I would get rid of the green. It's honestly, you're almost there. You need more words for sure. And your services info page definitely needs work, but I think you're there. Like you're definitely getting to the high end point with how it looks, the fonts, the black and white, your photos, you do have a high-end vibe. But you're right, your website does not scream high-end. And a lot of it, honestly, is this page. A lot of it is this services page. Because services, that's like when I go to get my nails done and they tell me what services they offer, right? It's not really like high-end. But you can offer an experience. And that is what you're offering. You're offering an experience. So I really feel like this should be the experience, not your services. And we're going to get rid of keepsakes. We're going to get rid of capture. And we're going to use more emotive words like document, unscripted. Those are good words. Those are words that you need to be pulling through all of your branding through your website. Get rid of the green. There is a big block of green there. I mean, honestly, it could be black or just like a really dark charcoal gray. Like a gray in sort of this tone. But I'd get rid of the green. The green's not screaming high end. So, all right, you have some work to do. And if you have any questions, just feel free to shoot me a message. And good luck.